Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. I hope you've all had a wonderful Easter bank holiday. That's if you're living in the UK, I guess. We've had 4 days off, which has been very nice. Unfortunately, I know some people don't get a bank holiday for Easter, but we had the Friday and the Monday off, and it was absolutely glorious. It was really good. So yeah, I hope you had a lovely Easter. We've been away for a few days, been busy, but we are back with another episode. And first of all, we've just filled up the voucher. That's looking very dirty. Wow. And we need to put some different tyres on it. We need to put some narrow tyres on it. There we go. And that's because we will accept that. Lovely. Oh, look at that. At least they are nice and clean now. Anyway, yeah, that's because we need to put the second application of fertiliser onto the poplar, and we're not going to do it, the worker's going to do it. But unfortunately, when we try and take the tractor off the field, that then causes some crop destruction, which obviously is not good. So to avoid that, we will put this on the narrow tyres, and it may stay on the narrow tyres. We've got the John Deere for the majority of the work. This is just a secondary tractor on the farm. It's going to be doing a lot of things like fertilising and whatnot, so it might be ideal just to keep it on the narrow tyres. So that is the plan with that. Regarding everything else, we've got a field which needs harvesting. We've got some straw to bale up. We've also got fields which need cultivating. It is a very busy time at the moment because next month is a good time to plant some different crops. No doubt we'll be putting canola in at least one of the fields, but there is most certainly a lot of stuff that we need to keep on top of. And we have got our trailer at this farm which is full of barley, so what I will be doing, we'll be taking the John Deere over to the other farm just to drop that trailer off, get that in the silo, because we don't really want it out here just sitting out in the open to all the elements. So yeah, we do need to do a lot of stuff in this episode. There's going to be a lot of stuff that we need to catch up on, I have no doubt whatsoever. And then realistically, once we've sort of got through the busy period of all the busy months and cultivating and harvesting and whatnot, and we're probably already halfway through it, we can then focus back on this farm. Because we've got a lot of plans with this area. I would like to do a few different things, but unfortunately we do just need to take care of that other farm first. But if you haven't seen the last couple of episodes, in field number 66, a small one there, we got some carrots in, which is nice, and we've got poplar in this field. So let's just check that crop destruction. Lovely, that's much better. Okay, we'll get that set up. And away they go. Okay, what's the issue there then? We'll try again. Wonderful. Okay, let's put them in a different spot. What don't they like? There is something that they don't like. We'll start them with the up and down instead. Maybe that will help. And there they go. That's much better. Okay, so yeah, we are going to have to use the John Deere for this. I would take the Massey Ferguson back to the farm. Do I take the Massey? Let's try it. Let's leave this here because this is meant to be for this farm, and the Massey Ferguson is meant to be for the other farm. We'll see if it will pull it. I mean, it's a very big trailer. It is, well, it's not fully loaded, but it's got a big load in it for sure. Yeah, it's this one here. Definitely should not be pulling a trailer of this size. That's probably only 50% full though actually, so that may well be ideal. Once we get a bit of speed up, it might not be too bad. That's not pulling away too bad. Once we get onto the main road, that won't be an issue, so that's fine. And I'll stop off at the fuel station on the way back. We'll just get this filled up, so I will head back and we'll get it all dumped into the silo. Right, okay, so we've made it back to the farm. We just spent £239 filling this little beast up. That'll keep it going for a while. So once we get this tipped in, we are going to have so much barley. We will check that because there is definitely lots. Should be close to about 100,000 litres if I'm correct. let's have a little look. 91,000. Very, very nice. Well, we'll get this trailer out of the way, but it will need to go back to the other farm at some point. So we did get the message to say that the worker had finished the fertilising, but I checked the map and it most definitely hasn't finished. So we may well have to sort that out ourselves. Before we do that, I just want to jump into the harvester and get that going. Yeah, here it is. It's barely moved. Who knows what they're up to. Yeah, we'll have to hook this up to the trailer over there, get the header over there, and we'll get a worker started on that. We've already got the Deutzfahr with a trailer hooked up, ready to grab what's inside, but it may well do the whole field on one run. I'm not too sure. And we've got our lovely little pigs there as well that we are taking better care of. Is that going to hook up onto the... Yes, that is. Yeah, we're taking better care of them now, and we've got the... It's either sorghum or soybeans, I can't remember now, but we've got that to harvest soon, and that will be going into the pigs to get them all fed up and fit and healthy. So this field here, number 7, that's one of the ones that will be getting cultivated. Then field number 2 is the one with the straw on it, that will need cultivating. There is a serious amount to do, but we are going to utilise the workers where we can, just to make things a little bit easier. So I'll get this started, then I'll hop over back to the Valtra. We're going to have to do that fertilising ourselves because there is a problem for some reason, and then we will get cracking with everything else. And there is a lot, there really is a lot. So we'll do a little time lapse, we'll get it all compressed into one time lapse, and I will see you at the end of it. Right, okay then, so the harvester isn't ready for us yet. We did get the second application of fertiliser down, and I think the mistake I was looking at is I was looking for a solid block of fertiliser here, but obviously you can see all the tiny little dots. That's where our poplar is. So we do have 2 applications on that, which is lovely. So while we are waiting for the harvester just to get round a little bit more, we will make a start on some of the baling. We also need to check the buffalo, of course we do, and we'll fly over to the playground right quick. We'll have a little update on that. Okay, so yes, rope. We need to go and purchase a load of rope. It's okay for everything else, so we'll have to have that as part of our plans as well. So we'll get this lowered and turned on. There we go. Yep, that's making those. We've still got field number 2 to do as well. I'm not going to do both fields together because that would be a little bit long-winded and repetitive, so we'll just focus on this field now. But there's no major rush. We can make a start on that next time perhaps, as long as we get this one done here. And there we go, the worker has nearly got full tank, so we'll wait until that's full and we'll just take over, grab the trailer and sort that out. We've also got our lovely big oak trees. They are now on 20,000 litres each, which mean they are fully grown. So every now and then we'll chop 2 or 3 down, throw them in the sawmill, and that's going to help us with the playground, which is very, very good. So I'm pretty sure we put 2 or 3 in last time, maybe even 4, so we'll be good with the sawmill for a bit. And yes, the sheep, they are always doing very well. We get so much wool from our sheep, and that is really, really good for the spinnery. The playground doesn't accept fabric anymore, so that is at its maximum amount. We can't deliver any more there, so the rest of the fabric pretty much has to go over to the warehouse, but that still pays a really, really good price. So we've got bales everywhere. We've got bales over both of those fields. Obviously this one's going to be full of bales, and number 2 will be eventually, so we're going to have loads and loads of those. We've got 2 massive piles of bales to pick up at the other farm. We do seem to have tons and tons of straw bales, but we always seem to struggle on the other ones. That's why I don't mind doing things like canola and corn and sweet corn, because we don't need the straw every single time. So there we go. The harvester has opened his pipe out at the right time. We caught it just before it came down the other way. So we can probably just leave that trailer there, and we'll let that do its thing. That will enable us to carry on. So I will whiz through this right quick, and then we'll just we'll go and grab a low loader, go and get that rope, because I'm very eager. We don't want to be waiting for rope for ages at the playground, especially when it's got all the other materials, so we will have to keep on top of that. There we are then. So we started off with over £200,000 in the bank, and by buying 9 pallets of this crazy expensive rope, we didn't even have enough to buy everything we need. We're going to have to sell this and then buy another 3 pallets. I mean, that rope is just crazy expensive. It really is. But there we go. Let's go and get it over to the playground. We're going to lose about £4,000 per pallet, something along those lines. But we need to get it done because we have to look at the bigger picture, and this is one step closer to the playground. So I'll go and deliver this, we'll see how much they give us, and then hopefully we'll be able to purchase another 3 pallets. Here we go. How is the playground looking? It's looking fantastic. It really, really is. Cannot wait to see the finished product. But first of all, let's get this delivered. So here we go. We'll try and do this in one big load. Nice. So that's 167,000 back in the bank. So yeah, we did lose just under £40,000 there. Right, off to the warehouse. Let's get another 3. Here we are again with, would you believe, another £65,000 worth of rope on board. Insane. Insane. And there we go. 55, nearly 56 back in the bank. So we now have everything required to get that over to the next step, which is lovely. Yeah, we should be okay, although I've got a feeling that's going to say 1 litre of fabric, but we will see. Let's get a good old look at this. What's going on? There we go. That is really coming together. A few episodes ago, it might have been 10 episodes ago or now, something along those lines, we had an aerial look at this, and it didn't look like this. It's getting close. It really, really is, which is very, very nice to see. I'm happy with the progress there. So let's get out of that. No, that was not what we wanted. That's better. crashing back down to earth. Okay, well, we need to get the tractor back because we need to do a few more jobs yet. We've got some cultivating to do. But what we'll do, we'll get it set up with the subsoiler. That means no weeding next time round, which is lovely. We're going to get the field prepared for canola, and probably what I will do with the 3 fields that will eventually be ready, they may all get canola. Reason being, we do not need any straw. We have so much straw, we've got straw everywhere. So I think it's safe to say we can probably go a year without doing a crop that needs straw, and then we shouldn't have to worry about baling so much, because we got lots and lots of barley and wheat and whatnot in the silo. So yeah, we're pretty well stocked. So that'll be nice. This time next year we shouldn't have to worry about baling, which will be great. So here is the subsoiler, and that will be doing field, I think it's field number 8. I'm not too sure. Let's go. No, it's not field number 8. Let's go and have a look. Let's not guess. It is field number 7. That should all be ready for us. Little shortcut through the trees. And we'll get that worker set up. There they go. Perfect. Okay, very nice. So let's jump across. Here we are. That's close enough. Let's see how these buffalo are getting on. Do they need any more food? And do we actually have any food to give them? That's a big question. They do have food. There's a lot of buffalo milk in there as well. We are not at the best time to sell anything yet, though, are we? No, we've still got a little bit of time left. Yeah, okay, we do have some time left. Where is the New Holland? I haven't seen it yet. It must be hiding somewhere. Let's turn that engine off before we run out of fuel. There it is. Lovely. Okay, so we've got no planks or anything here yet, but we have tons of wood chip, and I do just need to get some of that out of the way. So this may well fill the trailer, but I'll get as much out of the way as possible just to clear some space. And while we're here, how are we getting on for wood? 55,000 litres left. That is absolutely lovely. So we don't need to cut any trees in this episode, which is nice. Right, so we've only got 20% of space here. I'll get the trailer filled up as much as possible, and then we'll move on to the next one. So there we go, we got the majority in. That will do. We'll leave that there, and we'll drive up the sawmill and absolutely destroy that. Yeah, that's not how it's done. Okay, we'll drag those leftover. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What on earth is going on here? I wouldn't have thought that had held that up so much. Come on. Okay, we're going to have to get our muscles out. Terrible, terrible bit of driving, but we do need that activated. I'm just going to pull these out of the way as well. Lovely, that will do just there on the trailer. That can stay exactly where it is. Perfect, so that's full. We know that come January, when it's the best time, that is money in the bank. Loads and loads of money. So next month we've got this field here. That's a corn field, and we've also got, is that next month? Let me just check, or am I getting carried away? Corn and sunflower. Oh no, it's not. Okay, never mind. We've got a little while for that to go yet then. So I was most certainly getting carried away. I thought we had some produce to put into the oil mill, but not just yet, but that's okay. That gives us a little bit of breathing space. So I'm going to pick some bales up. We need to get those tidied up, and that will get this trailer ready for the next lot of bales, which will be on field number 2. I'll leave it over there with the baler, and then what I will do, I will start the next episode. Before I start filming, I'll get halfway around the field, get a load of the baling done, so that's done and out of the way, and then we'll just start off with sorting that out. But realistically, there shouldn't be too much we have to stay in this month for, because we want to get into next month. We want to get some canola planted, but that does mean we will need to do some more cultivating before that, of course. I'd imagine the Deutz-Fahrer has probably absolutely ripped through that field because it's got a lovely working speed. It is a fast tractor anyway. I'll just grab the last one here. Nice, that will do. Perfect. So we'll get this out of the way, put that into the transporting position. Let's have a look, see how that Deutz-Fahrer is getting on. We could probably leave the tractor here as well. No, what we'll do, we'll hook it up to the baler ready, so I know that that's the first job we need to do, because we can just use the Deutz-Fahrer in a moment. Yeah, perfect. So that can stay there. I do need to get the harvester out of the way. Come on, there we go. We don't need to put the header on the trailer just yet, but we'll need to get it off this field. It can go on the grass field for now, not an issue whatsoever. Lovely. Right, let's see how this is getting on. Can't be too far from being done, I wouldn't have thought. No, that's actually really good. Let's stop the worker. I'm going to carry on with this, and then I am going to rip through the other field as well. So I'll fly through both, and let's get it done, ready for planting. There we go then. So that is 2 fields pretty much finished up, ready for seeding, which is lovely. We'll do that next month, but that's good. That's got us 1 step ahead. And as I said, we'll make a start on preparing field number 2 next time round. But that's not too bad whatsoever. So this will be the end of this one. We've achieved quite a lot, but before we finish, I do just want to say again, thank you very much for the support. It really does mean a lot. It's just really nice, so I just want to say thank you again. Yeah, we've still got lots to do. There is lots to do, and I really do want to get all this done so we can crack on with the other farm, getting a few bits down. We're still going to do a vineyard and all the other new crops as well, and of course on the back of that, the playground isn't too far away, but that does mean we'll be making a start on the Grain Elevator Museum as well. So there is still lots and lots that we can achieve, which is really good. But that's it for this one. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.